There's been a cloud over my head over to whether, what I'm doing with my allegiance.
And Thurston's revealed the Kiwis have lost out in a trans-Tasman tug-of-war over one of rugby league's rising stars.
They're happy to see me put on obviously the New Zealand jumper, but it won't hurt them if I put on the Aussie.
18-year-old Kalyn Ponga was born in Australia but raised in Palmerston North by his Kiwi parents. Ponga's yet to pledge allegiance, but Thurston says his Cowboys teammate has made his decision.
I think he's lent towards the Kangaroos.
Yes. Obviously it's been a topic that's come up a few times.
He feels as though he's an Aussie.
Dad and Mum do have a preference, and they'd love me to play for the Kiwis.
He feels as though he's a Queenslander, and I think that's what got him over the line.
You know, I'm still just trying to find my feet in footy.
As a kid growing up in Palmerston North, Kalyn Ponga had a passion for all sports.
Golf and soccer was probably the first two sports that I picked up at a young age, and played a bit of touch and slowly got into rugby union, but I think at a young age I mostly enjoyed, probably golf.
Kalyn continued to pursue his interest with golf, and it paid off for him, eventually becoming the national junior Māori champion in 2010. But then, before he could tee off again, this eagle was flying back across the ditch.
We moved to Matai, and Matai is just a hub of rugby league, really. When you move into Queensland, it's pretty hard to get into union, and you know it's too hot to play golf. So just my mates playing rugby league is what kind of drove me to play.
Now pretty much hooked on league, Kalyn also had many others influence him as well.
Yeah, growing up, Benji Marshall and the likes of Jared Hayne, and obviously the greats like JT and Cooper Cronk, all the good players you could say, yeah.
I think he's lent towards the Kangaroos. Yes.
Kalyn, you mentioned JT, Jonathan Thurston, who recently said that you want to play for the Kangaroos. What's this about?
We've been talking over the last few months. I told him that I wasn't sure on where I was going to pledge, but obviously him being an Australian and representing Australia, I think he secretly wants me to push towards that.
Kalyn's parents have also weighed in on the trans-Tasman debate.
You're both from New Zealand, so surely you must want Kalyn to play for the Kiwis.
In my heart of hearts, I would like him to play for the Kiwis.
Yeah.
But it's Kalyn's decision, and Kalyn was born in Western Australia, and he sees himself as an Australian.
Me personally, yeah, for sure. But it's more not the sport. But the heritage, you know, the culture.
Don't know.
That's where I come from. Yeah, it's a hard choice for him.
So you're saying that you haven't quite made your mind up yet?
No, so I haven't really had the need to make a decision yet. Hopefully, you know, one day I want that time to come to have to, you know, choose where I want to play.
So have you put a timeline on this? You say you're still thinking about things. When do you think you might make that decision?
I think when the time comes. I think this year I had a choice whether to play for Australia or New Zealand, junior Kangaroos and junior Kiwis. I pushed that aside to focus more on 20s, and I wanted to make my NRL debut this year, and that was probably my main focus. So.
And you did that?
Yeah, I reached that goal, which was a goal that's been mine since I was, you know, that little 5-6-year-old picking up a golf stick. Yeah, I think that was my focus for this year, and I'll think about my allegiance, I think, when I really have to make that decision.
Kalyn may also have to make another major decision in terms of allegiance as well. He's contracted with the Cowboys until November 1st, and then becomes a free agent, with reports that other NRL clubs are starting to circle him.
The next couple of weeks will be pretty big for us. Obviously, my managers and Dad and myself will have to sit down and have a chat about the future. You know, I love the North Queensland Cowboys, and hopefully we can stay on here for as long as I can, but yeah, we'll just have to sit down and have a chat.
Whatever allegiance Kalyn eventually pledges, he's adamant that the dollar isn't what drives him in striving to achieve his goals.
You always play for the love of the game. You know, as a child growing up, even through intermediate, through high school, that dream's never changed. It's always been to play for the game, and if you're playing for money, then your heart's not really in it. Everything that I've been given and been fortunate to have has been a privilege. I've been lucky, extremely lucky I'd say. I want to have a long-lasting career in being a professional sportsman, you know, inspiring young children and reaching their best in rugby league. And I think just playing the very best standard in any sport is probably every kid's goal, and inspiring as well. That's probably my dream.